guys, it's Tricky Nick here. I know that Luigi's Mansion 3 is a little old by now, but I finished it a few weeks ago and I just have to talk about it. I mean, this game was hours of fun for me while stuck at home. For those of you who aren't familiar with this game, it stars Luigi as he traverses a mansion, or in the case of this game, a hotel. Throughout the game, Luigi has to battle ghosts with the help of Professor Egad's technology and collect money. Now that you have the basic premise of the game, let's talk about why Luigi's Mansion 3 is the best game in the Luigi's Mansion franchise. Before we begin, I have to warn anyone who hasn't played that there will be spoilers. If you guys enjoy this video and you want to see more Nintendo content, please like and subscribe. Also be sure to comment what you guys think of Luigi's Mansion 3. Anyways, let's begin. The first part of Luigi's Mansion 3 that sticks out to me as new is the story. Instead of Luigi going to a mansion, he wins a free trip to a hotel with his friends. This confused me at first because, well, it's Luigi's Mansion, not Luigi's Hotel, but we'll get to that later. The opening scene is really wholesome, where Toad is swerving the bus back and forth with Luigi and company in the back. This first scene is also where we see Luigi's companion, Polterpup. Well, Polterpup doesn't do very much, he's just so adorable. Then, once Luigi and his friends check in, Helen Gravely, aka the owner, reveals that this is actually a ghost-filled hotel, and all of Luigi's friends are captured in paintings by King Boo. I actually was captured in the painting the first time I went through this part, because I wasn't used to the controls yet, but we don't talk about that. After the story is set up, we fight some hotel ghosts and free Professor Egad from a painting. From there, we have to find keys on so many unique floors. Oh, I almost forgot about Luigi. After Luigi has collected a few keys, Professor Egad gives Luigi a new friend/mechanic called Luigi. Luigi is made of goo, and you can control either him or Luigi at any given time. The reason why Luigi is needed is because he can go through metal bars unlike Luigi, but is destroyed by water. Luigi is a really cool mechanic, and almost every puzzle in the game utilizes him. He can also be used to find secret items and coins too. Not only that, but he is used in multiple boss fights, including the final one with King Boo. Now that I've introduced our playable characters, I'd like to briefly go through each floor Luigi and Luigi go through, and how the game ends. Starting in floor B2, this floor is an underground sewage area on the deepest level of the entire hotel. This floor has you going through a sewer on a rubber duck raft. Clem is fought here, and his boss battle is a little bit difficult due to the controls of the raft, but it's still pretty fun for me. Next we have floor B1, an underground garage area. This is the floor where Professor Egad's lab is set up. Steward can be fought here after rescuing Egad from a painting. This basement is explored after Luigi escapes from King Boo and the beginning of the game. After that we have floor 1, the floor we enter through at the start of the game. Coming up is floor 2, the mezzanine. On this floor we have to fight Chef Solflay. Then we have floor 3, the casino shops. This floor has Luigi collect keys and fight ghosts from within the shops where Luigi cannot get into. Floor 4 is an auditorium where Luigi fights an angry ghost musician named Amadeus Wolfgeist. After that we have floor 5, where the hotel rooms are. Here we fight a ghost cleaning woman. The floor is pretty boring, but anyways, moving on to floor 6, the Castle McFrights. Here we have to get through many torture rooms to fight against King McFrights at a joust. Then there's floor 7, the Garden Suites, where a plant grows to huge proportions, and Luigi has to climb up it, only to climb down it and fight Dr. Potter and his angry Venus flytrap. Floor 8 is the most emotional floor in the game for me. Paranormal Productions features the only friendly ghost in the game, Morty the director. On this floor, we have to go through 4 different movie sets, all of which reference famous movies such as E.T. and The Ring. After we find all of Morty's things, Luigi helps him film a movie that looks a lot like Godzilla. But after all this, we are faced with a decision. We can either leave Morty to the friendly ghost to make his movies, or we can capture him to 100% the game. When I obviously captured him, I genuinely felt bad after it. I'm sorry, Morty, you didn't deserve it. Anyways, moving to floor 9, the Unnatural History Museum. Here we fight a T-Rex skeleton and the caveman trapped inside of him named Ugg. On floor 10, we visit the Tomb Suites, where we end up at the bottom of a pyramid. Then we fight Serpsi, an ancient Egyptian-themed boss. Next, we have floor 11, the Twisted Suites. The rooms on this floor actually shift thanks to 3 magician ghosts fought here named Nikki, Lindsay, and Ginny. Floor 12 is my favorite floor, as the spectral track has a really cool pirate theme. After that, we board a pirate ship and fight a ghost shark named Captain Fishhook. How this floor has an ocean on it is beyond me, but I really don't care because this floor is so cool. Then we have floor 13, the fitness center where Johnny Deepend is fought in a pool. When we go to floor 14, we begin to get stressed about fighting Helen Gravely at the end of this game. This all melts away when we go to the dance floor. DJ Phantasmagoria drops a beat and some ghosts begin to dance. This was such a stress reliever. Then we have the final floor, floor 15. Here we have to find some keys and battle many ghosts before we get to Helen Gravely and fight her. But then, just when you think it's over and you've saved your friends, you have to climb up to the roof of this massive 15-floor hotel and fight King Boo to save your friends. Once you've gone through all of this, Luigi and his friends free the ghosts and build them a mansion for them to live in. See, I told you guys the title makes sense, because it ends off with a mansion. Anyways, let's talk about why this game is so amazing. Every single floor of this game is so unique, and all the boss fights are too. The mechanics are utilized in the game to their fullest potential and not just added for it to be a gimmick. There are also so many fun puzzles to solve with things like Luigi in the Dark Light that are actually difficult and aren't way too easy that I just breeze through. Not only are the floors great, but the graphics are too. Even though Luigi is scared, this hotel looks so fun and not scary at all, which is really hard to do when you're fighting ghosts. Finally, this game has so many puns and references for the player to find. I mean, almost every single floor and boss fight has a name that is a parody of a real person, place, or thing. I can't even name all the references if I tried. Luigi's Mansion 3 took the Luigi's Mansion series to another level, bringing me back after the worst game in the franchise, Dark Moon. I'm really excited to see what they do next with the Luigi's Mansion series. But until then, I'm Tricky Nick, and I will see you guys in the next one.